Okay, welcome to Midvale Speedway, July 10th, 1999. Late models are on the track for their first heat of the evening. 22, Ron J. Bird Jr. and Mike Gill in 05 will bring them in. We got a green. Bart Busby, filling in for Ron J. Bird Jr. tonight. He's in 22, Mike Gill in 05, Kenny Carroll in 50, Farmer Smith in 7, Bob Siddle 83, Don Harvey Jr. in 12. Ryan Tedesco in 1, Paul Miller 54, and Marvin Norshire in 25. Bart Busby showing the way in 22. These guys will be going for 50 laps later on this evening. Kenny Carroll on the inside, trying to take that second spot. Out of 4, he has it. Mike Gillen comes back hard on the outside as Bob Sibley and Farmer Smith are side by side. Halfway this time, halfway. Kenny Carroll on the inside, Mike Gillen on the outside, Bob Sibley, Farmer Smith, Ryan Tedesco, Don Harvey Jr., Paul Miller, Marvin Norshire. Marvin Norshire loops it in turn 2. Caution out on the track.
Okay, caution is cleared to track. We're going to try her one more time. Bart Busby, Mike Gillen, Kenny Carroll, Bob Sibley, Ryan Tedesco, and Don Harvey Jr. And Mike Gillen takes the lead going into turn 3. Bob Sibley's working the outside, trying to find a little running room. And Ryan Tedesco loops it in turn 2. And Farmer Smith does a fine job of missing him there. I'd say they're bumper to bumper, but I don't think they actually touch. Fine job of driving by Farmer Smith.
There we go. Mike Gillen and Bob Sibley brings him in. Sibley on the outside. Gillen on the inside. Kenny Carroll 3rd, Farmer Smith 4th, Don Harvey. White flag. Bart Busby and Ryan Tedesco. Bob Sibley out in front. Into turn 3, out of 4, here he comes. Bob Sibley. From Massillon, Ohio, in the Jim Rambud prepared machine. Picks up the first checker flag of the racing season for him, I believe, here at Midvale Speedway. Bob Sibley in car number 83, your fast heat winner tonight.
I think a Sunday or 2 ago, and his young son Ricky also won, so it was cleaned up at Mansfield Speedway several weeks ago.
Second heat, here we go. Kathy Mead, Jeff Smith bringing them in. Bobby Allen fourth in car 3, Kenny Stevens in car 21, Mark Stryker 77, A.P. Red at 57, Tom Garbrandt 64, Bob Scott 44, and 26, Chad Squire. as Jeff Smith shows the way in car 34. Kenny Stevens on the outside. Kathy Mead in that third spot. Bobby Allensworth fourth on the outside. And AP Red coming at 57. Up to third comes Bobby Allensworth in car number 3. Tom Garbrandt off the pace in car 64. Allensworth pulled on the outside of Kenny Stevens for that second spot. AP Red's coming up on the outside. In car 57, Kathy Mead in 19 and Mark Stryker 77. Side by side for the lead. Jeff Smith on the inside. Bobby Allensworth on the outside. They're side by side. They exit turn 4. Mark Stryker 77 back there. Kathy Mead. Allensworth on the outside. Jeff Smith on the inside. They're side by side through 3 and 4. White flag. They're side by side through 1 and 2 down the backstretch. And Bobby Holden on the outside. It's going to be Jeff Smith to the line. Bobby Allensworth, AP Red, Kenny Stevens, Tom Garbrandt, Kathy Mead, Bob Scott, Mark Stryker, and Chad Squires in car 26. Pretty good heat race here tonight at Midvale Speedway. From Massillon, Ohio, as they pull to the stop. Must be the Massillon team tonight. In car number 34, it's Jeff Smith, your second heat winner in the late model.
The full-fledged round of applause for Massillon, Ohio driver Jeff Smith. And some race fans might know that Jeff has a brother named Tuffy Smith.
Okay, moving into the high modifieds. Mark Howell in car 9. Meyer in car 31. Doug Meyer, I believe, in 31. Mike Abramchek, 56. Bob Kachinko Jr., 09. Jeff Walker, 50. 33, John Wilson. And here we go. We got a green. Tommy Carr, 15. Rick Sybil in 63. Tim Allensworth, 11. Ed Nelson, 7. Glenn Jewell, 24. And Foster Mackey Jr. in car 30. Mark Howell did a flip here a couple weeks ago. Still trying to get the bugs worked out in car number 9. Doug Meyer in that second spot in car 31. Jeff Walker doing some dirt tracking through 3 and 4. Ed Nelson and Jeff Walker come together in turn 2. Caution out on the track. Here we go. Mark Howell out in front. Bob Kachinko Jr. up to second. Tommy Carr third. John Wilson fourth. Doug Meyer in that fifth spot. Ed Nelson, Kenny, Glenn Jewell, Doug Meyer, Rick Sibla, Mike Abramchek. flag coming out. Mark Howell sliding in turn 4. Bob Cachico Jr. trying to get over the other side of him now. They're side by side through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Bob on the inside. Mark on the outside. Bob Cachico Jr., Mark Howell, Tommy Carr, John Wilson, Ed Nelson, Rick Sibla, Doug Meyer, Tim Allensworth, Jeff Walker out there racing, Foster Mackey Jr. out there racing, Mike Abramchek. But your winner in the 09 car, it's Bob Kachinko Jr. For your next roofing job, give Householder Roofing a call at 740-922. Okay, for your next roofing job, give Householder Roofing a call at 740-922-9242. Let Carl Householder put his years of roofing experience to work for you. For estimates, the number is 740-922-9242. That's Householder Roofing. Okay, moving into the street stock. First heat. Joe Leinert in 28. In car 38 is Kevin McClintock. John Tenorelli in 04. Russ Moore in 81. 5 is Claude Hilton Jr. Doug McMillan in 54. Ron Dake 48. And your top qualifier tonight looks like it's going to be Roger Leinert in car 77.
Bernie Booth should give us the green flag this time by out of turn number 4. Joe Leinert and Kevin McClintock to make the green.
Got a green.
And there it is. Green flag is out. That's on the outside through.
Kevin McClintock moves the outside. Joe Leinert on the inside, Kevin on the outside. This is your fast heat for the street stocks. John Tenorelli on the inside, 04. Doug McMillan on the outside at 54. Russ Moore on the inside of Kevin McClintock.
Side by side battle.
They're side by side for second and third, fourth and fifth. As Joe Leinert shows the way in car 28. Claude Hilton Jr. trying to move on the inside. John Tenorelli up to that third spot on the inside in the 04 car, and the Larry Page prepared machine in the 04 car. Halfway in, 4 in, 4 to go.
Roger Leinert close to the inside of Hill. Now we have the battle for the lead.
Russ Moore going for the lead. He can't do it out of 2. Here comes John Tenorelli now, challenging Russ for second, as Joe Leinert still shows the way. Doug McMillan in that 4th spot. Roger on the outside of Doug McMillan. Here comes touching the outside wall. Yellow out. Yellow's out.
Moore took a look at the outside, but he got high the last time he tried. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Just a couple laps left. Russ Moore looks to the outside. Russ Moore in the lead in car 81.
1 lap to go.
1 lap to go. Doug McMillan in a second. Joe Leinert third as Russ Moore shows the way into turn 3. Out of 4. Russ Moore, Doug McMillan, Joe Leinert, Kevin McClintock, Ron Daig, and John Tenorelli. Taking up his first checker flag in a few years, I believe, here at Midvale Speedway. In car 81, in the
But your winner once again in the Russ Moore and Son Concrete.
Russ Moore and Son Concrete, number 81, it's Russ Moore. Okay, second heat. Got a green. Rick Capel in car 56, first time ever here at Midvale Speedway. Buckshot in car 00. That's a truck out there, 00. Johnny Buckshot Morse, I believe. Oh yeah, he used to run Barberton. I know Johnny Morse in car 00. He ran Detroit Iron at Barberton for years. He rode Detroit Iron at Barberton. Johnny Morris in car truck 00. John Ramser in turn 1. Caution. Johnny Morris, your leader. Bill Hilliker, second. He going in the infield. That puts Bob Eichel in that second spot. Caution is now out. Here we go.
And the 00 is on the inside.
Bob Eichel, Rick Capel in 56. He's hanging on that second spot. Here comes Ramser on the outside. John Ramser. Bill Hilliker on the inside. Caution out on the track.
Okay, we're going to go restart again. Bob the Animal Eichel, Rick Capel here for the first time this year. Bill Hilliker, another first-timer, and Johnny Buckshot Morris. Well, I'll tell you what, there's only Bob the Animal Eichel out of this crowd that's ever been here this year. And Bill Hilliker sailing to the infield. Johnny Buckshot Morris on the outside of Bob the Animal Eichel. He got black flag earlier for leading the race and running over his time. He ran back through the crowd. Now he's leading the race one more time. White flag out. Bob the Animal Eichel trying to hold down second place from Bill Hilliker out there. Side-by-side battle for second place. This pickup truck here at Midvale Speedway looks pretty quick. Okay, Johnny Buckshot Morris will win it, and side-by-side for second place. I believe Bill Hilliker nipped him at the line. We'll see how they score it in the judges' tower. They got a little bit better angle than I got. It looked to me at the first shot like Bill Hilliker nipped the animal at the line. But we'll see what they call. But we know your winner. First time here at Midvale Speedway, used to run Detroit Iron Class. Now he's running the Midvale's first pickup racing truck. Johnny Buckshot Morris.
Johnny Rebel, Johnny Yuma, Johnny somebody.
From what I understand, they called Bill Hilliker, the official second place, and Bob Eichel in third.
NASCAR. I think it's his number too.
Detroit Irons on the track, first heat. Tim Postel in car 96, Tim Skinner 23, Nicky Schaefer 83, Don Rufner Jr. in 7, Jimmy Orr 28, Dan Gosser 29, and Randy Doolin in 11. This is your fast heat in the Detroit. Postel showing away in 96. Tim Skinner hard on the outside. Nicky Schaefer third. A lot of rookies in this race. Top 3 cars are rookies, I believe. And there goes Don Rufner Jr. Seasoned veteran, loops in turn 4. No caution as of yet. Now it is.
And Nicky Schaefer, they're on the front row.
There we go. Tim Postel showing the way. Nicky Schaefer on the outside. Tim Skinner third. Randy Doolin in car 11 in that 4th spot. Jimmy Orr, Dan Gosser, Don Rufner Jr. Halfway. Nicky Schaefer, your new race leader. Nicky Schaefer showing the way. Randy Doolin in second. Tim Postel in third. Jimmy Orr fourth. Don Rufner, Tim Skinner, and Dan Gosser. Randy can't make the move through 2. White flag, white flag. Side by side, they go through 3 and 4. Nicky Schaefer wins it. Randy Doolin will finish second.
Fourth, I believe, Tim Postel. 5th, Don Rufner. 6th, Tim Skinner. And 7th.
Tim Postel finished third. Out there racing, Don Rufner Jr., Tim Skinner, and Dan Gosser. Picking up, I believe, her first checker flag ever here at Midvale Speedway. In car 83, Nicky Schaefer.
So your winner, a nice round of applause for the number 83 car of Nicky Schaefer. With Jim Johnson. That's Jim Johnson. Please report to the tower.
Moving into the second heat. Second heat of Detroit. Here we go.
This is Will Walker, Ron McMaster, and Bill Whittaker rounding out the field.
William Obule in 3T. Barney Gerber in 3. Roger Butler 98 or 99, I believe, out there. Bridger Stallnaker in 59. Will Walker 15. Wild Bill Whittaker in car 32. This gentleman just turned 70 years old this last month, and I believe he's going to retire after tonight here at Midvale Speedway. This will be his last race, unless he can talk his wife into it, ever here at Midvale Speedway. Bill drove one other time this year, and he's in competition tonight in the Wild Bill Whittaker in car 32 as William Obule in 3T shows the way. Barney Gerber second. Roger Butler third. Richard Stallmaker fourth. Bill's on the outside of Will Walker in car 15. He gets by Will Walker going into turn 3. As on the inside, Bill Baker goes to the inside, and Richard Stallmaker back here for 4th spot. We know Williams out front in 3T, but we're going to keep an eye on Wild Bill Bittaker for one more time. He gets by Richard Stallmaker, moves to the inside of Roger Butler up to 3rd spot. William Alvio, black flag for going under his qualifying time. That puts Barney Gerber into the lead. Bill Bittaker in that 2nd spot. White flag coming out. Barney Gerber takes it to 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Into turn 3. Coming out of 4, it will be Barney Gerber, your race winner. And here comes Bill Bittaker. Bill, who finished 2nd. Roger Butler, Will Walker, Richard Stallmaker. Your winner, Barney Gerber in car 3. Picking up his first checker flag of the 1999 racing season here at Midvale Speedway.
He is 70 years old. And coming home 2nd.
Your winner in car number 3, Barney Gerber.
Big round of applause for number 3 car of Barney Gerber. I don't know if he looked pretty fast earlier. It might be.
This is your
I don't believe NASCAR.
always wild and exciting compact division here tonight at Midvale Speedway. On the pole, 20 of car of Brian Ridgway, 26 Mike Royer, 7 Tammy Rupner. Number 10 is Mike Martin tonight. Travis Page in car 88. 66 is Curtis Collins. 29 Dan Dosser. Dan Rummus, sorry Dan. 21 Josh Grove. And 8 is Tim Nagel. Okay, the white flag is out for our first heat in the compact division. Brian Ridgway, Mike Royer, bring them in. Side by side coming off, we got a green. Going into turn 1 is Mike Royer in the lead coming out of turn 2. In the dog leg there, they're all side by side. Brian Ridgway pulls up on the inside of Mike Royer, takes the lead away. Page up to 4th now. Here comes Mike Martin on the outside. Brian Ridgway continues to lead. Mike Royer and Tammy Ruker takes the outside. 3 high. Tammy Ruker sneaks around Mike Royer for 2nd place. Then we got Curtis Collins sitting back there in turn 3. As Brian Ridgway continues to win this race. No caution flag yet.
Back in the field. 88 car Travis Page. Now he's going for 3rd spot.
Brian Ridgway in the lead. Tammy Ruper's trying to catch him for. Mike Royer and Travis Page, Mike Martin battling out back there.
Tammy Rooster has run down the leader, but we also have 3 wide back in the field. Around this Page and Mike Royer making contact.
Tammy Rupner is bumper to bumper with the leader. Mike Royer caught on the outside there. Tammy Rupner is going for the lead here.
Outside of Brian Ridgway, couldn't make it past that time. Also Tim Nagel coming up through the field.
Travis Page third, Mike Martin. Here comes Tim Nagel. Set the track record tonight in this division. Tammy Rupner looking to the inside.
Jeff Grove also inside the number 21 car. Jeff Grove gets the line.
Josh Grove off course. White flag out. Tammy Rupner has one more lap to try and catch Brian Ridgway out there.
Trying to get by.
She's glued to his bumper. Can she take the lead coming out of turn 4? Here she comes. And Tammy Rupner wins. Brian Ridgway, Travis Page, Tim Nagel, Mike Martin, Josh Grove, Dan Rummus, Mike Royer, and Curtis Collins. Coming into turn 3 and out of turn 4, Brian Ridgway leads 7 laps, but the most important lap, Tammy Rupner. She's trying to win that Rookie of the Year honor this year. Doing a fine job. She is the distinguished daughter of Bob the Animal Eichel, and her husband races number 7 car in the Detroit Iron Division, Don Rupner Jr. What a racing family. Tammy Rupner. Okay, this will be our second heat in the compact division, and forgive me if I get your names wrong. There's a lot of switched around drivers in this, a couple new drivers. 43 is Otto Polilli. Number 6 is Jason Morgan. No, that is Vic Paul, I'm sorry. Kelly McNutt in 36, John Leisure 12. 99 tonight is John Cross. Number 11, Dan Hensel. 18 is former flagman Eric Shaw. And number 2 out there is Jason Morgan.
It doesn't work so well on the road course, though. And Vic Paul and Otto Polilli.
Vic Paul, Otto Polilli side by side. Oh, whoa.
Get together.
Hey, we're all going straight again. A giant leap. Eric Shaw came up past 4 people. John Cross taking a break from his Detroit Iron duties tonight and driving his relative's car, BJ Dre of 99. Vic Paul is your leader. Otto Polilli, Kelly McNutt. Kelly McNutt was leading the race last week in the big oval that they had. Doing a fine job. Smacked the wall pretty hard. 3 wide. Oh, something's going to happen. Oh, Dan Hensel is up to 3rd. Vic Paul is your leader. Kelly McNutt breathing on his bumper. Dan Hensel in 3rd. Otto Polilli in 4th. Jason Morgan slowing down out there. Looks like something's wrong with the car. Kelly McNutt continues to put pressure on your leader, Vic Paul. You're always exciting compact division. Vic Paul, Kelly McNutt, Dan Hensel out there. Uh-oh, Vic Paul having trouble. Here comes Kelly McNutt on the outside. He's got the inside groove coming into this turn. can't make it happen just yet. White flag out, one more lap. Kelly McNutt giving it all he's got on the inside. Through the dog leg. Into turn 3. Out of turn 4. Your checker flag. Vic Paul, Kelly McNutt, Dan Hensel, Otto Palilli, John Leisure, Jason Morgan, having serious running problem, and John Cross, substituting for B.J. Dre tonight. Your winner, car number 6, Vic Paul. Okay, pursuit race in the modifieds. Doug Meyer, 31, 56, Mike Bramcheck. 09, Bob Kachinko Jr. 50 is Jeff Walker. Tommy Carr in 15.
Number 11 car of Tim Allen.
33 is John Wilson. 63 is Rick Sibla. 7 is Mike Bramcheck's out. 7 car went to the infield. Ed Nelson's out. Tommy Carr's out. The yellow's out. Okay, we got 6 cars remaining. Doug Meyer, Bob Kachinko, Jeff Walker, John Wilson, Rick Sibla, and Glenn Jewell out there. John Wilson and Rick Sibla battling out for 4th place side by side. And Bob Kachinko goes down in the grass to try to make it the inside of Doug Meyer. And Doug Meyer's out. Bob Kachinko Jr. is your leader. Jeff Walker, John Wilson, and I believe Rick Sibla's eliminated. I'm not sure if he started for John Wilson or not. Yeah, they're telling Rick Sibla to go to the pit. Okay, John Wilson was the one eliminated, and we have 3 cars left. Bob Kachinko Jr., Jeff Walker, and top qualifier, Glenn Jewell.
Glenn Jewell, tonight's top qualifier, looks to the outside of Jeff Walker going into turn 3.
Glenn Jewell looks to the outside of Jerry Jeff Walker out there.
Get the white flag next time by. It will be 9 laps.
Glenn Jewell down on the inside of Jeff Walker.
Jeff Walker. White flag is out.
White flag out. Second race for Bob Kachinko if he can hold on to the win. Good battle between Jeff Walker and Glenn Jewell out there. Jeff Walker's going sideways. The race to the finish. Bob Kachinko wins it. Jeff Walker's second. And Glenn Jewell is third. Your winner for the second time tonight in the modified division. Doing a fine job. In the 09 car, Bob Kachinko Jr.
So how about a nice round of applause for the 09 car of Bob Kachinko Jr.
Okay, Pursuit Race 3 Stock Division. On a pole, Bob Eichel, 69. 27, Bill Hilliker. 40, John Ramser. 28, Joe Leinard. 38, Kevin McClintock. 00 is Johnny Buckshot Morris. 04 is Johnny Tannerelli, and Bill Hilliker doesn't have a grip on the track tonight. He's got a little handle problem tonight. Okay, we'll try this one more time. Animal Eichel brings him in. Bill Hilliker, John Ramser, Joe Leinard, Kevin McClintock. Here we go, green flag. Bill Hilliker goes to the outside right away, side by side with Bob Eichel. Johnny Buckshot Morris to the outside. Oh boy. Animal slows down to drop out of the race and the cars go flying. Johnny Buckshot Morris riding the rails out there. Bill Hilliker is your leader. John Ramser up to second. Joe Leinard up to third. Russ Moore spins high. John Tannerelli could eliminate him on the inside. Tannerelli's out. Johnny Morris working the outside of Joe Leinard out there. Bill Hilliker just stopped. Joe Leinard continues racing, rather slow down, and Joe Leinard is your new leader. He eliminates John Ramser. I think something might have happened to John Ramser. He's going pretty slow now too. The race between Johnny Morris and Joe Leinard out there for first place. So in one lap we lose 2 leaders. Joe Leinard leading, Roger Leinard bringing up the tail right now. One more lap to go. Nobody at this point can be eliminated. So race to the finish. Coming out of turn 4, it's Joe Leinard. Johnny Morris. Russ Moore Jr. and Roger Leinard. There's the father and son team. Dad congratulating his son Joe. Trying to take over the lead in the Rookie of the Year contention here. Doing a fine job. His first year of Street Stock Division driving in the Esver Beverage, car number 28 is Joe Leinard.
Next generation driver here out of the county area.
Okay, moving into the main event of the evening. 50 laps to go. The late models here at Midvale Speedway. 50 laps for $1,000 to the winner. White flag has been displayed. Tom Garbrandt. Ron J. Burr Jr. being driven, his car being driven tonight by Bart Busby. Mike Gillen, Kenny Carroll, Farmer Smith, Bob Simlett, Don Harvey Jr., Ryan Tedesco, Paul Miller, and A.P. Renner. Here we go. Mark Stryker, Kenny Stevens, Bobby Allisworth, Jeff Smith, Kathy Meade, Bob Scott. Farmer Northside. And Chad Squires. Make up your field as Tom Garbrandt shows the way. Kenny Stevens on the outside. Excuse me, Kenny Carroll on the outside. We got a caution out for Bobby Allens for the turn 2.
Kenny Carroll, the top 3. Side by side in row number 4 will be the 83 car of Bob Sybil and the 05 car of Mike Dillon. Here comes the green flag.
Here we go. Tom Garbrandt out in front. Bart Busby second. Kenny Carroll third. Bob Sybil fourth. Mike Gillen fifth. Kenny Carroll on the outside. Here comes Sybil on the outside of Bart Busby. Farmer Smith in that 5th spot. Then Paul Miller, Mike Gillen, Don Harvey Jr. on the inside. Kenny Carroll trying for the lead down the backstretch. Kenny Carroll and Bob Scott.
Fast towards the crash. Bob Sybil just took his time to get through there. Never touched anyone.
There goes double mile. Once again, the rest of the
Okay, 4 laps in, 46 to go. Kenny Carroll is your race leader. Bob Sibla, Bart Busby, Farmer Smith, Paul Miller, Mike Gillen, Ryan Tedesco. Don Harvey and AP Renner. We got a green. Kenny Carroll showing the way. Bob Sybil right on his tail. Ryan Tedesco and Farmer Smith side by side. Caution out of the track. Got Bob Scott, Kathy Mead involved in an accident in turn 3. Here we go. Carroll showing the way. Bob Sybil second. Bart Busby third. Fourth is Paul Miller. Fifth. Ryan Tedesco sixth. It's Don Harvey Jr. Oh, we got Farmer Smith. Yellow out of the track. Kenny Carroll, Bob Sibla, Bart Busby, Paul Miller. Farmer Smith, Ryan Tedesco, Don Harvey. Oh, Kenny Carroll out of shape. Caution on the track. Here we go. Kenny Carroll jugs him in. Bob Sybil looks to the outside. Bart Busby third, Paul Miller fourth. Kenny Carroll. Showing the way, Bob Sibla. Bart Busby, Brian Tedesco. Oh, we got Bobby Allensworth in turn 1. Carroll, Bob Sibla, Bart Busby, Paul Miller, Don Harvey Jr., Brian Tedesco, A.P. Wren, Kenny Stevens, Mike Gillen, Jeff Smith, Tom Garbrandt, Bob Scott, Bobby Allensworth, Mark Stryker, Kathy Meade, Marvin Orshine, and Chad Squires out there racing. Don Harvey on the outside of Bert Busby for 4th spot. They're side by side. Here comes Ryan Tedesco with him, and A.P. Wren. Bob Sibla, Paul Miller, Don Harvey, Ryan Tedesco, Bert Busby. A.P. Wren on the outside of Bert Busby for 5th spot. Allensworth on the outside of Tom Garbrandt. Bob Sibla, Kenny Carroll right beside each other. A.P. Wren on the outside of Ryan Tedesco. Here goes Sibla on the outside of Kenny Carroll through 3 and 4. They're side by side down the backstretch. And Kenny Carroll come together, and I believe lap traffic caused a little bit of that problem with Chad Squires. Let's see how they call it.
Okay, we're going to try one more time here to go green. Two of the all-time winningest drivers here at Midvale Speedway. Up front, Kenny Carroll and Bob Sibla. Paul Miller, Don Harvey Jr., A.P. Wren out there. got Bart Busby. Bobby Allensworth had some tire trouble early. He's coming back up through. Your leader remains Kenny Carroll, Bob Sibla, Paul Miller, and AP ran out here.
Kenny Carroll, Bob Sibla, Paul Miller, AP Red, Don Harvey, Ryan Tedesco, Bobby Allensworth, Bart Busby. Chad Squires into the pits in car 26. Halfway this time, halfway. In the back, Marvin Orshide, Bob Scott, Tom Garbrand. Sibla sliding in turn 4. Paul Miller trying to get underneath, can't do it down the front stretch. AP ran on the inside. Kenny Carroll still showing the way. Your battle for third now. Paul Miller and AP Red. Here comes Bob Sibla back. One more time. Sibla now in the lead. Kenny losing power, falling back. In the infield, Kenny Carroll. Bob Sibla out in front. Paul Miller second. Third is AP Red. Fourth, Don Harvey Jr. Kathy Mead right in front of the leaders. You got Bob Sibla, Paul Miller, AP Red, Don Harvey, your top 4. Then Ryan Tedesco, Bobby Allensworth is 5 and 6. 7th place. It's Bart Busby, 8th, Mike Gillen, 9th, Kenny Stevens, and 10th, Tom Garbrand. Paul Miller on the outside. They're side by side. On the inside, Miller on the outside. Coming out of 4, your new race leader, Paul Miller. Oh, we got a wreck right in front of him. Jeff Smith and Marvin Orshide.
Right, Jeff Smith has lost the radiator in that 34 car.
Okay, 38 in, 12 to go. Bob Sibla will get the lead back. Paul Miller Sr., A.P. Wren, Don Harvey, Ryan Tedesco. Here we go. Ryan Tedesco, Don Harvey, side by side. A.P. Wren right in front of him. That's for third spot. Bobby Allensworth, Tom Garbrandt. Bob Sibla hanging on. Paul Miller second, A.P. Wren third, Don Harvey fourth, Ryan Tedesco fifth, then Bobby Allensworth sixth, Tom Garbrandt seventh, eighth, Ron J. or Bart Busby, then Kenny Stevens, Bob Scott, and out there racing Mark Stryker and Kathy Meade. Five to go for Bob Sibla. Paul Miller right there in second. Then A.P. Wren, Don Harvey. Strong charge tonight in car 12 in that fourth spot. 4 to go. Sibla. Two laps to go. Paul Miller right on Bob Sibla's tail. The flagman's got the white flag in hand for Bob Sibla. Down the back stretch they go one more time. Into turn 3. Out of 4. Bob Sibla, Paul Miller, A.P. Wren, Don Harvey, Jr., Ryan Tedesco, Bobby Allensworth, Tom Garbrandt, Kenny Stevens, Bart Busby, Bob Scott, and Mark Stryker and Kathy Meade. Well, it's been a long time coming for this young gentleman. Him and Jim Rambug got hooked up. Jim turned over the reins to Bob Sibla, and he's bringing home a victory tonight in a 50-lap Pepsi-sponsored late model feature here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Jim Rambud, owner, Bob Sibla, driver. Two names legendary here at Midvale Speedway in the late model division.
I think we need to help this old boy out here. He's about as old as we are.
There's Bob Sibla.
Yeah, it's down small. She has it down there. $8.
Bob Sibla, no stranger to victory lane here at Midvale Speedway. Just a
congratulations.
Bob.
Sorry about there. We're on a long run there, but that last caution helped me close.
Congratulations, Bob Sibla.
Yeah, we had too much fun racing the car. We get loose, getting in. Yes. Yes. And I was there until that caution came out. Then I took his lane away from him. I knew he wouldn't go down the bottom.
I'll get your address.
We're talking about mirrors with a radio, isn't it? Well, we do have mirrors, but we don't have radios. You can't see out of these mirrors anyway. Most guys your age, you guys are watching now it's with TV on, but you still got it, buddy. I'm proud to be here with picking up this 100 lap $1,000 of wind. Thank you. Round of applause. One of the fine gentlemen automobile racing, Bob Civil. Now, if this kid can come out here and win a feature. And by the way, Bobby is one of the big feature off Anthrop. So Ricky can repeat what they did about 2 weeks ago.
Here we go. Street stock feature. Bill Hilliker, 27. John Ramsey on the outside. Kevin McClintock in that 3rd spot. Joe Liner 4th. John Tannerelli 5th. Johnny Morris in the truck out there. The 00 on the inside of John Tannerelli. Bruce Johnson in turn 3. Here we go. John Tannerelli on the inside of Kevin McClintock for 3rd spot. Johnny Morrison, 00. Gets underneath Kevin McClintock. Doug McMillan and Russ Moore side by side. Claude Hilton Jr. and Roger Liner. Out in front. John Ramser 2nd. 3rd, John Tannerelli and Joe Liner. Johnny Morris, Russ Moore, Bear Schwartz, Ron Day, Kevin McClintock, Claude Hill Jr., Doug McMillan, Bob Eichel. Serious problems, pulls to the fence. Caution out of the track.
As you can see, the number 77 car of Roger Liner looks to be having some overheating problems on the backstretch.
Overheating problems looks like for Roger Liner. He's had his share of bad luck this year.
Although Rick Capel by himself at the tail of the field, but it'll be Bill Hilliker, John Ramser, and John Tannerelli Jr. the top 3 to bring it around. Turn 4 from the green flag.
Hilliker showing the way in 27. John Ramser second. Third is John Tannerelli, then Russ Moore. Joe Leinert and Doug McMillan. Bruce Johnson. And in car 56, Doug McMillan losing smoke. Coming out of the track.
Yellow flag is out. Definitely heavy smoke is the animal problem for the 54 car. It has 30-day tags on it.
Still out in front. John Ramser second. Honky John Tannerelli in that third spot. Russ Moore fourth. Joe Leinert, Bruce Johnson. 5 to go. Russ Moore looks the outside of John Tannerelli. Your battle for third spot between, there goes John Tannerelli on the inside. Now it's battle for second. John Tannerelli on the inside. John Ramser on the outside. Bill Hilliker showing the way. Bill Hilliker has run out to a decent lead, but if it bunches up the field, it could be the 27 car, 04 car first. Got agree. You're okay. Bill Hilliker. Oh, it's off again, John. White flag out, white flag. Bill Hilliker. John Tannerelli, Joe Leinert. Here we go, out of 4. Bill Hilliker. 04, 28, 3, 40, 81, and 56. Rick Capel, first time ever here at Mid-Vale Speedway, in competition tonight in car 56. Down by Belfreve, Ohio, I believe. I think it's this gentleman's first night out of the 1999 racing season. I've been told I'm right about that. And this gentleman's car has won features before, and I think he might have won 1 in the street stock class in years past. But he brings home the feature tonight for his first appearance of the 1999 racing season from Uricksville, Ohio. It's Bill Hilliker in car 27, and he's got a following. Congratulations, Bill.
Once again, your feature winner, first time here in 1999, the number 27 car, Bill Hilliker.
take care of it later. Okay, here we go. Feature time for the Ohio Modified. Got a green. Okay, Doug Meyer out in front at 31. Bob Kachenko Jr. in 09. Rick Sybil on the outside. Tommy Carr in 15. Ed Nelson in 7. Mike Abramchek 56. Tim Allensworth in 11. Rick Sybil on the outside. Going for the lead. Oh, we got John Wilson in the back. Caution. Here we go, got a green. Doug Meyer out in front. Bob Kachenko Jr., Rick Sibla, Ed Nelson, Tommy Carr. Caution out of the track. Caution's out.
Okay, 31 car of Doug Meyer got his position back. So he brings the field in. Rick Sibla, Ed Nelson, Tommy Carr, and Jeff Walker out there brings him in. Ed Nelson, for some reason, slowed down. Rick Sibla on the outside of Doug Meyer out there for the lead. And your new race leader is Rick Sibla. Looks like Jeff Walker is on the outside of Doug Meyer for second place now. Walker not giving up on the inside. And once again, Doug Meyer comes roaring back on the inside. Rick Sibla's got her pretty much 10 car length lead out there. Walker second. Doug Meyer falls back to third. Here comes Tommy Carr on the outside. And Tommy Carr now in third place. Doug Meyer back to fourth. Glenn Jewell coming up through the pack on the outside. Top qualifier of the night. Rick Sibla going into the first turn as the other cars are coming out for the fourth. Got a handsome lead on these modified drivers out here. How Ed Nelson get together. together one more time. But unfortunately, with them two fighting back and forth, they take out Tim Allensworth in the same melee. So Tim Allensworth's ready to continue after that on-track personal battle between Ed Nelson and Mark Howe out there. He got caught up in the middle of that skirmish, so he's ready to continue. Has to start on the back of the pack, unfortunately. Rick Sibla brings him in, Jeff Walker, Tommy Carr, Doug Meyer, Glenn Jewell, Bob Kachenko, Mike Abramchek, Tim Allensworth, and Ed Nelson out there in car number 7.
Got a green. Rick Sibla showing the way. Jeff Walker second. Tommy Carr, Glenn Jewell, Doug Meyer in the infield. Glenn Jewell on the outside of Tommy Carr. Jeff Walker, Tommy Carr, Glenn Jewell, Ed Nelson. Bob Kachenko Jr., Tim Allensworth, Mike Abramchek, and Doug Meyer out there racing. Doug's taking her to the pits, white flag coming out. Down the back stretch they go one more time. Out of 4, Rick Sibla, Jeff Walker, Tommy Carr, Glenn Jewell, Ed Nelson, Bob Kachenko Jr., Tim Allensworth, and Mike Abramchek. Well, what about the Sibla family tonight here at Midvale Speedway? The old man, Bob Sibla, picks up the late model feature, and not to be outdone, 2 races later, his son pulls the victory lane here at Midvale Speedway, Rick Sibla, in the Ohio Modified class in car 63. Congratulations to the Sibla family tonight here at Midvale Speedway. Rick's going to try to climb out of that car, get his picture taken. Got to be one happy camper. That family's got to be happy. Bob brings home the late model feature win, and Rick comes by and picks up the modified. He's unbuckling himself.
So your winner to number 63.
There he is. He's standing in the car. Rick Sibla in car 63.
This last late model feature went earlier this evening, and now Rick takes up the modified feature. So both of the Siblas winning their first features of the night here at Midvale.
Now you're down, the microphone's right behind you.
Okay, white flag out for the Detroit Iron feature tonight on the pole. Richard Stalnaker in 59, Will Walker on the outside of him in 15, Tim Postel in 96, 83 Nicky Schaefer, 32 Bill Bittaker, Don Rupner Jr. number 7, got a green down the backstretch. It's Rich Stoneacre and Will Walker side by side. Nice race up front between Rich Stoneacre and Will Walker. Rich Stoneacre takes the lead. Tim Postle up on the inside. Bill Bittaker looking to the inside, and Nicky Schaefer and Will Walker hits the fence coming out of turn 4. Yellow flag out for Will Walker. Okay, tonight's a swan song for Bill Bittaker tonight. This will be his last race. 70 years old, and he is retiring from racing here at Midvale Speedway. So good luck to you, Bill Bittaker, sitting in 3rd place. Rich Stoneacre brings him in, Tim Postle, Bill Bittaker, Jimmy Orr, Nicky Schaefer, Don Rooster Jr., Randy Doolin out there. Tim Postle on the outside of Rich Stoneacre. Tight battle up front. Rich Stoneacre, Tim Postle out there. Jimmy Orr looking for room. Bill Bittaker looking for room on the inside. Tim Postle inching his way forward. Here comes Rich Stoneacre back on the inside. Is your race leader, Jimmy Orr, trying hard on the outside. Here comes Randy Doolin on the inside. Rich Stoneacre back to 4th. Bill Bittaker back to 5th. Tim Postle going in too hard. Flag out. Okay, we're right now at the halfway point. Randy Doolin making a move on the inside of Jim Orr out there. Schaefer's almost stopped going into the pit entrance out there. And car number 81 loops it right in front of the leaders.
Okay, green flag's ready to come out. Jimmy Orr will take it. Don Rufner Jr. in that third spot. Wild Bill Bittaker in fourth. Doolin and Jimmy Orr side by side. Don Rufner Jr., William Ovule, Dan Gosser, Tim Postel, Richard Stallmaker. 5 laps to go, and Wild Bill Vinegar goes into second place. To go for Randy Dillon and for Wild Bill Bittaker. Don Rufner Jr., Jimmy Orr, side by side for third. Randy Dillon showing the way, but Wild Bill Bittaker is right there in that second spot. With a tight battle for third between Jimmy Orr and Don Rufner Jr. They're side by side for third. White flag coming out, and Randy Dillon is showing the way, and Wild Bill Bittaker is catching him. They go through 1 and 2, down the backstretch, one more time. For an upstart Detroit Iron racer and a legend here in Midvale. Randy Dillon, Wild Bill Bittaker, Don Rufner Jr., Jimmy Orr. Get on Bill, going in there.
59 for a Stallmaker, and 9th, rounding out the field is Roger Butler. So Bill Bittaker in what is believed to be his final race in Detroit Iron class.
Bill Bittaker.
Ever in his 50-year career.
Been over 50 years of racing.
Second place finish.
Will pull in the pits for one final time, finishing second in his last feature, unless him and his wife get together and decide to come out of retirement, which I doubt it. If she has anything to do with it, which is fine. 70 years old. But here is your race winner of the evening. Taking nothing away from Randy Dillon. He's on a roll here at Midvale Speedway this year. In car number 11, Randy Dillon in car number 11. Congratulations, Randy. Okay, moving into the final event of the evening, the always exciting compacts. Josh Morgan, I believe, is in 2 tonight. Brian Ridgway in car 20. Mike Royer in 26. And Tammy Rufner is on the outside, him in 7. Michael Martin in 10. 88, Travis Page. 66, Curtis Collins. 29 of Dan Rummus. Josh Grove at 21. Dan Hensel at 11. Tim Nagel at 8. John Leisure at 12. John Cross filled in for 8 for BJ Dre in 99. In the Silver Bullet Special 36, that's Kelly McNutt. 43 is Otto Balilla. 6 and an 18 of Eric Shaw. Brian Ridgway looks on the outside of Josh Morgan. Michael Martin in 10, moving up. On the inside of Mike Royer. Here comes 29 of Dan Rummus. No caution for Tammy Rufner, loops it in turn 3. She's able to get out of the way. Michael Martin on the outside in car 10. Brian Ridgway hangs on to second. Travis Page trying to move up. Travis Page on the inside from 5th to 3rd. Michael Martin's caught him going into turn 1. Mike Martin, your new leader. Eric Shaw about ready to go a lap down at 18. Caution down the track.
Now we have a yellow flag out.
Okay, 6 laps in, 9 to go. We got a green. 4 high going into turn 2. Michael Martin all out by himself. Doesn't want a caution now. Up to the middle comes Dan Rummus at 29. Mike Royer on his way back up to the front in 26. 5 to go. Caution on the track.
Very good position. Still may get hit. No, we're using on now. That yellow flag.
Here we go, here we go. Mike Martin, Dan Rummus, Travis Page, and Josh Grove. Josh Morgan. Jason Morgan, excuse me. Mike Royer. Curtis Collins. John Leisure. Ryan Ridgway. Josh Grove in the inside of Travis Page. Simmons looking to the inside. Mike's able to hang on. White flag. 1 lap to go. John Leisure into the wall. Your winner, Mike Martin. 29, 21, 88, 66, 26, 8, 2, 20, 6, 36, 11, 43, 7, 99, and John Leisure in car 12. That concludes the racing action here tonight at Midvale Speedway, July 10th.
And the number 10, Ricky Red lookalike car.
Your winner,
Mike Martin.
Mike Martin in car 10.
You have the feature win in the cars that his brother used to be right. So a nice round of applause for Mike Martin. Once again, thanks for coming for this evening's racing action. I think we did get